Hey guys, it's a different view today from my phone because I thought I charged my battery in my camera and I did not. So I hope this works for everybody. I wanted to talk about thank you. I'm so happy from the support and the inboxes um, about the videos and that you guys like it or you got a perspective from it. That's really dope. I love feedback and yeah, I just want to say thank you for the positive messages that I got. It's awesome. Okay, so today's video is titled Comparison is Knocking Chips Off Your Own Brick. Oh, man. So if we're going to be honest and we're going to be, you know, speak our own truth, we have to first acknowledge that at one point in time, you probably compared yourself to someone, something. I mean, I think it's just human nature to compare, but we're going to talk about why it's important not to. So, we all have our own paths, and it's important that we walk them standing tall in our own truth and understand that being an individual is our own power. So, the first thing I wrote down was if I'm looking at your brick thinking it's smooth, then I've lost focus on my own. So sometimes we we look at other people and we're like, dang, like it seems like they just doing so good. They don't have nothing going on, like dang. But when you focus so much on someone else's blessing, you somehow lose sight of your own blessing. And we can't have that because when you do that, you become ungrateful. You start to complain. You start to do all the things that you shouldn't be doing because those are your blessings and they have their own. Their life path is theirs and your life path is your own. And it's important that you focus on yourself because you cannot better yourself focusing on other people. You just can't. And it's draining. It's draining. Mind your business. That's it. Mind your business. Anyway, the next thing is stop thinking that a person isn't going through something because you can't see the dents in their brick. It just means they cover them better. Listen, I could go through the same thing that you went through, but I've learned to repair myself a little bit better than you have. Doesn't make my brick better, doesn't make your brick any less. It just means that I've learned the art of keeping it pushing. So if I compare myself to that, unknowing that there are dents in my brick or dents in their brick, unknowingly, then I'll somehow compare that. I won't move past my own. I won't fix my own because I'll just sit in it and look at it and say, dang, I got this dent. Man, dang, I got this dent. 10 years later, dang, I got this dent. You ain't took no time to fix it because you looking at everybody else's smooth brick. Focus on, mind your business. Literally, mind your business. Not the way you think. Mind your own business. Yeah. Anyway, it says once we start using our bricks for building, we will realize we don't have enough to throw at others. Oh my goodness. Listen, when you realize that everything that's thrown at you, all them bricks you got laying around, well, you could be building them, but you're not building them. You're trying to knock down somebody else's house because it look pretty. You too busy gossiping, talking. What you doing is, oftentimes, and people, they hate to admit this, but it's the truth. If you see somebody and it look like they shining a little bit, you searching for imperfection. Searching. Have you ever seen a picture or even watched a video and you thought it was so dope or you thought somebody was so pretty or you was like, oh, they look nice, and then you turn the comment section, or you look in the comment section and it totally turn you off from the video. You're like, how did you get that from that? Like, how did you got that from that? Like, I thought that was pretty. Or I didn't even notice that in the picture. But how did you notice that? Like, why are you searching that hard for imperfection? Honey, listen, if you ever look at one of my pictures and see imperfection, I know it's there. I don't care. I really don't care. I really don't care. So if you find yourself doing this to people picture on Instagram, looking for something, work on yourself. Work on yourself, because that's some things you need to work on, because that's your own insecurities, and people ain't worried about you. While you study searching for anybody else, you can't fix yourself, because you study looking for imperfections in other people. And if you're looking for imperfections that hard in somebody else, more than likely, it's a lot of things you dislike about yourself that you ain't fixed. Because once a person fixes who they are and they work on themselves for real, they will not be looking for nothing else, nobody else, because they know that that person got work to do. I'm not going to sit there and throw salt on you. I'm not going to keep doing that. I'm going to use my bricks for building. So I can't throw them at you, because I'm building me and I'm minding my business. Comparison is knocking chips off your own brick. Every time you compare, every time you do something, you ain't doing nothing but chipping away at you. Chipping away at you. And you know what happens when you chip away at you? People see how ugly you really are. I don't care how pretty you are. If you that ugly on the inside, everybody see it, including you. But anyway, that's something else. This isn't another thing. Don't make me feel like, this is a big one, don't make me feel like my dents aren't anything compared to yours. My dents happen on my journey, not yours. Don't you hate when a person make you feel like you don't got nothing to complain about? Well, it irritates me. If it don't irritate you, it irritates me. I can't stand that. When people make you feel like, well, I did this, or this happened to me. Girl, that ain't nothing. Girl, that ain't. I'm sorry. What happened to you in your life is okay. That's your journey. That's your dent. You fix it how you may. I don't judge it. I don't put it on a pedestal. I don't put it under the ground. That is your life. That is the way you dealt with it. But please, 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 stop trying to minimize people and what they go through. Everybody handles things differently. You know, some things that I may went through may make other people fold. It may not. Some people may think it's nothing. But that still don't give you a right to put your mouth on anything that I've went through and try to make me feel like I shouldn't feel away. Allow people to feel away. Allow people to deal with what they need to deal with and move on. Because the moment you minimize somebody, A, they going to stop wanting to talk to you. And B, it stunts them. Because then I feel like I don't have nobody to talk to. And then it feel like, okay, well, why am I feeling this way if it's not nothing big? And then you know what happened? You don't address it because it ain't that serious. And then that not so serious thing that somebody told you not was so serious is now 3 years later, and that not so serious issue is causing problems with relationships that you thought was not so serious, and causing you problems with your mental health that you thought that you was gone, but really it's not gone. Really it's self-conscious and is in your mind, and you thinking about it when you think you're not thinking about it, and now you got anxiety, and now you got depression, and you don't understand why. Because that thing that somebody try to minimize, that's why. Mind your business. And sometimes keep your business to you and to God, and you work on it with Him. Because oftentimes people really ain't S-H-I-T. I said what I said. Anyway, it says, love your brick like it never had a dent. It's important that you love your journey, no matter how ugly it is, no matter how much mud you got on you, no matter how many scars you got. Love your journey for what it is. Your journey is just as important as the next person. Somebody needs your journey to survive. They need it. Everything you went through, somebody else needed. Anyway, it says, in reality, your dents make you stand out, and it shows others that you didn't crumble. Listen, I think oftentimes people want to be private. They don't really want people to know their struggles. They really don't want people to really have an opinion. A lot of the times, people just don't want people to have an opinion about what they go through. But to me, I've always been a transparent person. I've never made it seem like my life is perfect. Never. Because at the end of the day, if you don't say nothing else about me, you're going to say I'm real. I ain't got a phony bone in my body. I don't try to make it seem like it's something different that it's not. Because if you ask me, I'm going to tell you. You may not like it, but I'm going to tell you. And so it's important to me because I feel like if I tell you what's going on or what has happened to me or things that's occurred or anybody else, and someone sees that and it's like, dang, you still smiling? Dang, you still? Yeah, because it didn't break me. Stop hiding your dents thinking it's imperfections. It's not. Your dents make you. They mold you. It's important. Your dents are the reason you're here. Your dents have made you strong. Your dents have made you viable to a lot of people that you don't think. But oftentimes, most people don't tell people the impact that they have on them until they're dead. And then and then at that point, it doesn't matter. But it's important that you show who you really are. Cause me personally, I'm good on the fake love. I get a lot of it. I get a lot of it, and I see it. I know it's fake love, but it doesn't really matter to me because I know who's there and who's not. But still, it's important to show who you really are because the people that need it the most, they gonna get it. So that's why it's important. And if you feel like people gonna talk about you because you tell your truth or you transparent, that's okay too. They talked about Jesus. It's fine. Life goes on. People gonna talk. People gonna talk regardless. If they want to talk, they gonna talk. Ain't really nothing you can do about it. You can be the perfect as you think you are in whoever's eyes, but somebody won't always have something to say. You can't please everybody. But what you can do is live your truth always, totally. Um, Next thing it says, your dents are to heal others. Your testimony isn't for you, which I kind of just said, but that was already in my notes. But anybody that has a testimony and you keep it to yourself, then God ain't put you through that for nothing. You think you just got put through that for you to learn? You get put through things, yes, for you to learn, but to teach others and to show others how you overcame it. That's what's most important. It really truly is. Y'all be doing life all wrong. Never mind. Let me stop. So it says, in conclusion, when we know who we are and stand tall in our truth, we will become more comfortable with giving compliments. Why is it so hard to give a like? Why? I've no Listen. If you look cute, you look cute. Oh, that's cute. I have no problem liking your picture. I have no problem saying that's cute or like if it's cute, it's cute. Because see, but I think that also it goes on to say dot 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 because we know that uplifting and praising other people's light doesn't put us in the shade but makes us shine brighter. If it's one thing that I've always did, I have always praised people around me, uplifted them, made them, like I feel like if a person calls me, they're not going to leave me the same. Like I'm hoping that somehow the things I say or make them feel comfortable about whatever it is that they going through. Like that's all I've always aimed to be and or aim to do. Like I feel like it's important and a true queen knows that. A true king knows that shining a light does not put you in the shade. Not never. Listen, can't nobody, and I mean nobody walking this earth diminish my light. Nobody. I don't care how you look. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you do because I know who I am. I had to work to get to this person. I had to work to be who I am. So therefore, I'm not about to let nobody diminish nothing. And I know, even if we're doing the same thing, what you may offer is not what I may offer. Just like you see all them different makeup lines, people still coming out with makeup lines, and guess what? People gonna still buy it because just because somebody else doing it don't mean you can't do it. Your hustle ain't gonna knock my hustle. Okay, okay. So, um, I just wanted to touch base on that. Like, comparison is the works of the devil. Shine your light, shine other people, put the spotlight on another person's light. If you haven't, do it. Why not? It's so hard for people to support. It's so hard for people to give compliments. It's okay. It's okay if somebody else shines. You still shining. You're still beautiful. You're still everything you was before you said you're beautiful. And please know how to take a compliment. Nobody always hating. The world ain't always sarcastic. People are really saying you look nice. Anyway, I did not do a video last week. I apologize for that, but my week was crazy. But I'm back on it. I have still been writing, so I'm back on it. But stop comparing yourself. Stand tall in your truth. You are the best in what you do. Nobody is in your lane. Nobody can't be in your lane. Nobody can't take over your lane. Nobody can't do none of that because you are who you are. So be beautiful. Stand tall. Be strong. Speak your truth. Be transparent. Help others. Love on others. And I'm out. Peace, y'all.